everybody, I'm Kosarin, and you're watching Fan Lala, and this is my extracurricular. Okay, so this is my point shoe bag, where I keep my pairs of point shoes that I'm working with. I usually like to keep 2 or 3 good ones in rotation, because when you first get them, they're really new and they're really hard to dance in, and then you break them in a little bit, and then once you wear them too much, they get dead, and you have dead point shoes.
There's something that I love so much about dance, that the harder you work, the better you get. There's a real direct system of, like, if you work your butt off in class, then you're gonna get better. And I love that. I also love that it's a fun form of physical fitness.
So the main reason that we use the bar is because it gives support and helps you, with balance, of course. And it also helps you train certain skills that you wouldn't be able to do in center. For instance, where you're doing something on point the whole time, where you wouldn't be able to balance. So basically the first thing that we always start off with is pliés. So we always start in first position, and we just do our simple, we're warming up our legs, and just kind of getting into ballet mode and stretching.
It's funny, because when I started dance, ballet was the one that I really didn't like, because you had to be very controlled and very, fluid, as opposed to jazz, where I could just jump around and be crazy. But I grew to love it, because, I don't know, there's something beautiful to me about, like, doing something that looks so controlled and easy that's so insanely difficult. So I love that there's that juxtaposition of something that looks so beautiful and fluid and easy and is actually really difficult and requires a lot of effort. So basically the way that a class works is that I'll come here to the studio and I'll stretch and I'll warm up before my class starts, and then once it starts, I get my shoes on, and then we come over here to the bars behind me, and we do pliés, we do, basic steps, getting harder and harder and harder through the bar to get warmed up and to, move your muscles and get working. And then after about an hour of bar, we do about an hour of center. So we'll come into the center and we'll do jumps, sautés, or we'll go to the corner and we'll do pirouettes, we'll do turns across the floor, and we keep going until class is over. And classes are usually, for ballet, about 2 hours. And then there's also rehearsals for the big show that we have at the school every year. If you want to dance, just find a class, find a studio nearby, go online, look for good studios in your area, read the reviews, see what people say about it. I would say one of the things that's really important is find what style of dance you love the most. I think it's important to do all of them to be a well-rounded dancer, but to find the one that you love and make sure that the studio really offers a lot of that style, so you don't end up going to a studio and you love contemporary and realize that they only do ballet, or vice versa. Find a place that you love and take some classes and see what part of dance you fall in love with the most.